Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out.
All right, man. Let's talk some boxing. I know you guys been waiting for some boxing. Let's get to it. I'm gonna have a lengthy video here. I'm on the road, so shit, man. Let's talk some boxing. We're gonna talk about Gary Russell Jr. Saying that, you know, basically he wants the rematch clause to be on his terms. We're gonna talk about also Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Basically, Bob Arum giving an update. Then, we're gonna talk about this now, Canelo. So this is a couple days ago. I seen Irv say it on Twitter. I thought it was a joke. But hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And what happened was the DAZN is willing to approve Canelo versus Khabib, Oscar De La Hoya, and it was somebody else. It was another fighter I put on the screen. But Khabib and Oscar De La Hoya and Jorge Masvidal is who it was, Game Bread. They willing to approve them as premium opponents, where they pay Canelo $35 million to fight them. But they don't consider Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders premium opponents, so he only get paid $15 million. So that's kind of like where they at right now. So you want him to go fight in a circus show. You want him to go fight in a circus, but you don't. But you want to fight in a circus to make it $35 million. But then again, you handpicked Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith. You handpicked those guys for him to fight and say, them the only two fighters we're going to approve, but we want you to fight them, and they both champions, but we want to pay you only $15 million to fight them. That don't make no sense. You want me to fight these two guys who are champions. You telling me these are the only two boxers I can fight. You wouldn't approve Andrade, Torian Johnson, whoever else is in the running. You wouldn't approve that. You won't let me go over PBC and fight Ivy and Uterman for the WBC belt. You telling me the only two boxers that you approve, I was willing to fight Triple G. Triple G said that he was going to fight Camille Zamata and then he'd come back to me. Right? But these are two you want me to fight, and you want me to take a pay cut to fight them? You out your rabbit ass mind. I mean, the zone is just dysfunctional. This is what happened when you put dudes that don't have a boxing mind and you have them run boxing. This was what's wrong with, even Bob Arum. He become a boxing guy over 50 years in the game. He wasn't a boxing guy. This dude was a lawyer by trade. He didn't understand boxing when he first got into it. You know what I'm saying? Then you come in here and you put Al Heyman in here. His brother boxing, he fought Sugar Ray Leonard. But he don't really understand boxing. Eddie Hearn, he don't know shit about boxing. Only one that's there that know about boxing, that been through it really, and that's really is Oscar De La Hoya. Y'all want to say Floyd don't care about boxing. Floyd don't want nobody to surpass him. We went over that all last night. So if you didn't see my stream last night, listen to it. My live stream. So we can establish that right now. Some dudes that don't know nothing about boxing, all they looking for is a return. They looking for the circus to come to town. If he fight Oscar De La Hoya, will I tune in and watch it? Yeah, that shit'd be funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But this is the Mayweather effect. This is the Floyd Mayweather effect. Where they see Mayweather making all this big money with circus fights. Conor McGregor, that's how they want to do with Canelo, man. The zone just need to get up out of here. Y'all let Triple G do what he want to do. Then you want Canelo to go fight in circus fights to get his bag. If I was him, I would just, the zone just need to get out of boxing. Nobody asked for you to be here. Nobody wanted you in boxing. When HBO left, we just thought we was gonna get PBC versus Top Rank, and then here y'all come complicating stuff, and now y'all pushing for weak fights. Can you imagine him taking a $30 million pay cut to fight a champion, but getting his regular $35 million to fight UFC fighters and retired Oscar De La Hoya? And this is probably what it's all about, is to build a De La Hoya fight. This is what it's about, is to build a De La Hoya. Him and De La Hoya are going to scrap it out. Sad, ain't it? Him and Oscar are going to scrap it out. Pathetic. Him and Oscar really going to sit out here and fight it out. It's boxing, baby. It's 21st century boxing. It's 2020 boxing. 2020 boxing. Where they want the bullshit fights over the real fights. But hey, it is what it is. Let's move on. Gary Russell says that, the contract is fine and dandy. They said what he want, but he wants the rematch to be on his terms. If there is going to be a rematch, he want to be able to choose the network. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Devin Haney and I got a little man that really don't have the skill set to move up 2 weight classes, I'll give him what he want. All that talking that Devin Haney doing, trying to sell the fight, it is what it is. I heard that the fight was already done. They just doing this to sell the fight. That's all it is. They doing this to sell the fight. Give him what he want. If I feel I'm going to win, I'm like, all right. Give him what he want. I'm going to beat your ass so bad that even though the rematch clause ain't in his favor, it's for Devin Haney to exercise since he's the champion. When I beat your ass, you ain't going to need no rematch clause. Ain't going to be no rematch clause. If I'm confident I'm going to whoop on a dude, ain't going to be no rematch clause. Like I said before, people saying, I don't see Devin Haney stop. If he don't stop him, it don't count. Or he don't bruise and batter him and drop him and leave him fumbling and rumbling all over the floor. I don't want to hear nothing about this kid no more. Don't come here with that Floyd shit. Pity pat, roll, get the victory. That ain't what boxing was built on. Boxing was built on knocking jokers out. Floyd tried to make safety first boxing cool. No, boxing is about getting your opponent up out of there. That's what it's about. But give him what he want. Obviously people say, why, Devin Haney, he sent a contract in less than 24 hours. He talking about why you ain't signing yet. So I'm supposed to trust your white slave owner, the Pilgrim Eddie Hearn, to send me an honorable contract. So my people, Al Heyman, the lawyers ain't supposed to look over my contract. I'm supposed to sign it and send it right back to you without reading. You crazy as hell. You trust that white devil, Eddie Hearn. If I'm Gary Russell, you trust that white man. I don't. That's your prerogative. You want to sit up there and sell your integrity out to check up Eddie Hearn over money? That's what I'm telling you. Green, all that pro-black, Black Lives Matter bullshit. For the right price, the motherfuckers will turn their eye. Just like these families, when these innocent black people get killed sitting in their apartment, or they sit here and say, I forgive them, then they get in the bag. So if they accept their family members getting killed, right, and they get compensated for it, and they fine with it, and they saying, I'm going to pray for them, man, I don't care, shit. If I get slain out here, my mom on TV saying, I'm going to pray for the cops, man, please. It's on me. So I don't want to hear all that. He out here shacking up with a known racist. His daddy said, I'm a slave. I was a slave trader. I ain't have to listen to these Negroes. I ain't have to listen to them. Now I got to take orders from Mr. Dillian White. This was the 19th century. I had to get my whip and say, boy, you gonna fight for peanuts, boy. You gonna fight and go pick cotton after the fight. I don't care how banged up and bruised up your ass. Get out of here, man. So I don't want to hear him and no other Negro fighter. That's what Eddie Hearn talk about, no Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear it. Your blackness means nothing to me. You off black. I ain't trying to hear that. So hopefully they, I heard that the deal been done. They just trying to sell the fight. So let's see it happen. Is this a fight that I wanted? No. This a fight that I asked for? No. But it's an okay fight in the pandemic. This fight was built on nigga shit. And that's the problem. So we'll see. Another desperation 2 weight class jump up. Because you can't get the fights you want, or you don't want to get exposed. I'm not saying that's the case with Gary Russell. He just can't get the fights he wants. But once again, Al Heyman the greatest. Al Heyman the GOAT. He the GOAT. Second fighter he had jump up 2 weight classes. I think he had Amir Khan when he jumped up 2 weight classes. I could be wrong. He could have went back to Golden Boy by the end. But, it is what it is. If Devin Haney don't bruise and batter and at least drop him a few times, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Next up in boxing, this, that, and the third. This Gary Russell retired. This should be Gary Russell retirement party. He should be leaving the arena like a wheelchair Timothy Bradley after the first Pacquiao fight. But let's move on. Bob Arum says that Wilder and Fury 3 is probably gonna happen at the new Raider Stadium, where they gonna do about 25,000 in attendance, or 15 to 10,000 in attendance. And if you thought those tickets was high in the first fight, these tickets gonna be even higher. So damn near gonna have the same crowd they had where they fight at the T-Mobile Arena. They hold about 24 bucks a fight. So they basically gonna still have the same crowd. Now personally, do I care about this third fight? I really don't. I seen this man Deontay Wilder lose 2 fights. Why do I need to see him lose 3? Now personally, I would consider going out there just to take in the atmosphere. But depending on what the protocols is by then and what the media is by then and kind of how Vegas rolling by then, you never know. If Joe Biden wins, he won't be in the office till January. So, but he trying to shut the country back down. So if the fight get pushed back past January, then I wouldn't even commit my money to going to it because he gonna shut the country down again. But this fight just come on. I'm glad Wilder getting the third fight. There wasn't no cheating in the first fight that they can prove. Ain't no evidence. Ain't no autopsy coming out. The dude ain't dead. Okay, he not dead. So, I look forward to the third fight. If they do it in Vegas on December 19th and, they rumble there, cool. I just think, can I see Wilder knocking him out? Yeah. Get focused. Stop chasing the pussy and breaking camp. Get focused. And work on your fundamentals and work on your craft and, work on yourself spiritually. Yeah, I can see him winning a fight. But obviously, I don't really have no ambitions to really see the fight. It may be because we so far out. You know what I'm saying? And we get closer to the fight, some trash talk might be said, and they might get to barking and woofing at each other. And then, then I might get amped up. But it's hard to get amped up for a fight so far out. Especially in these uncertain times. So, they do it at the Raider Stadium. That'll be nice. What's so funny is the Raiders won't have a capacity crowd this year. But Wilder and Fury 3 will have somewhat of a capacity crowd in the stadium. So Wilder and Fury 3 may be the first event, unless Floyd Mayweather get in here and try to bump it, to have a crowd in Vegas. And Floyd want to be the first one to christen that stadium. He gonna be mad if Wilder break ground in that stadium being the first boxing event. Not only just the first boxing event, he might be the first event to have a crowd there. That might be a trivia question. A lot of people gonna probably say, "Oh, maybe Floyd." Nope. Deontay Wilder. We'll see if Tyson Fury really cheated the third fight and the second fight. We'll see. If he really cheated the second fight, then it's gonna show in the third. Wilder go out there and tap him on his chin and destroy him. Then that vindicates. A lot of people invalidate what a lot of people said. Tyson Fury cheated. If Tyson Fury go on to replicate that victory, and he do it in the same fashion, then a lot of people gonna be looking stupid. So we'll see. I mean, it'll be interesting as we get closer to the fight. Hopefully after the election, this COVID thing be gone. But I appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Reach out if you got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video questions. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. One time for the one time. We gone.